Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejezi. Today's quest is why change feels worse before it gets better. Why change feels worse before it gets better. One of the biggest reasons men struggle in relationships is because they want to change a dysfunctional pattern that has been around for years. And here's the truth: it can be done. That's the good news. The bad news, it's really hard. It's always easier to start off right than to spend years doing the wrong thing and then try to fix it later. But here's the key: even if change is possible, it will almost always feel worse before it starts getting better. And that's not just my opinion, it's something psychology has studied for decades. It's called an extinction burst. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine a rat in a cage with a lever. That's like a lever. Every time the rat pushes the lever, he gets a food pellet. And every time he pushes something like a lever, like a button, somewhere opens and he gets like a food that he eats. You will notice that pretty soon the rat learns that pushing that lever equals food. Now it's easy, right? Now, what happens if the scientists stop giving him food? At first, the rat will push the lever like normal in order to get food, but no food will come out. He will try again, harder this time, still no food. Then he will get frustrated, maybe even frantic, hammering that lever like if he pushes it several times like crazy. He will push it because he feels that once he pushes it hard, maybe food will come out, or he feels that he's not pushing hard enough. That's the extinction burst right there. The behavior gets more intense before it finally fades away. And here's the lesson: people are no different. If you stop rewarding a behavior in your relationship, whether it's nagging, manipulation, or emotional outbursts, your partner won't just immediately stop. They will push harder. They will test you. Things will get messy. That's the burst. But if you hold firm and don't give in, eventually the behavior dies down. Now, there are three big takeaways here. Number one is stop reinforcing the behavior you don't want. If you keep rewarding it through attention, concession, or giving in, it will never go away. Now, number two, expect the storm. When you stop reinforcing, the other person will push harder. They will say, this isn't how it's supposed to go. Just like the rat kept on pressing the lever because he felt that if he presses like crazy, food will come out. That's the extinction burst. If you cave during this stage, you've just taught them something. That bigger, louder, nastier behavior gets results. It's just like when the rat kept on pressing that button. Had it been he pressed it like crazy and food came out, you've reinforced the behavior right there. You've just taught that rat, just like human beings too, that bigger, louder, nastier behaviors gets results. That makes things 10 times worse. In fact, it will be very difficult for you to erase that behavior again because you've just reinforced it. The third one is never go back. Once you've successfully stopped rewarding a bad behavior, don't slip even once, because just one reinforcement can bring the old habit back. It will be roaring back at you. It becomes more intense, as strong as ever than you ever thought. So yes, change is possible, but it requires discipline, patience, and courage. You have to be willing to endure the discomfort of the extinction burst without giving in. If you can do that, the storm will pass and the sun will shine again. The bottom line here is that don't start unless you are ready to go all the way. Half measures won't work. But if you commit, you can reshape even the most stubborn patterns and build a healthier, freer relationship. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.